Hey everyone, and welcome back to career mode on BeamNG.drive. As usual, I was doing some deliveries off camera, and the AI cars decided my car looked too nice and wanted to run into it. So, did have a little over 10 grand. I think it was like 10,300 or something. Back down to 2.5 due to repairs. Not a huge deal, especially now that the car is pretty much fully upgraded, aside from the roll cage and a couple small things. I will mention really quick that it's supposed to have the stage 2 block and stage 2 turbo, not 3. So, not a big deal, whatever, I'll just deal with it. But yeah. Bit of a pain, but might as well just get back into stuff that we were doing. So, highway loop, I did try again. Still had a couple issues, especially right at the end. Then I did try a couple of the other ones again, and didn't really do much better. And that actually looks like it's it. There's adventurer stuff that I'll go do, but it looks like the normal racing stuff is done for now. Other than like, going through it and trying to get better times and stuff. So, let's go to a flock of pigeons. This should be interesting. Hopefully the car doesn't put out. I'm going to be very careful with the traffic from now on. I'm tired of having to repair the car due to stupid stuff the traffic does. On a normal straight road, it's usually not too bad, or just a basic 2-lane road like this. But once you get like lanes and intersections and stuff in the mix, they tend to do kind of stupid stuff. Especially the police AI that you can literally be sitting there doing nothing without them being chasing you, and they'll just blatantly turn and run into you. I also thought the garage was closer than it is to that particular part of the highway. I should have taken a faster way, but whatever. Kinda like here, why were they sitting still? Like, did I just catch up to them spawning that fast? What came off? Looks like their front bumper. Good. I thought I was pretty far away from them, but apparently not. Now they're gonna... What? Going... Oh, they disappeared. Look like they started driving in circles. By the way. A flock of pigeons, 6 pigeons, 4 cannons. Take them all out like bowling pins to win. Destroy 2 targets, 4 targets, and 6 targets. No settings. A flock of pigeons. In this challenge, you have to take out every single one of those pigeons from afar to win. One advice, don't hesitate to change the camera view to get a better angle for your shot. Your targets will be static. So they're not moving? Oh, okay, so they're not moving. Don't hit handbrake. And then it's got controls like an automatic. I'm finally remembering how to operate the cannon. Alright. Page up, yes. And then camera view. Barrel, I don't think really helps. Top down isn't far enough, so I don't know, I guess that would kind of help, but I don't think it really does. However, aha, I can use Recam. So that will kind of maybe hit the side of this one. So let's see. Nope. And it bounced over the other one. Wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting a cannonball to bounce like that, but whatever. The more of an angle I go on, the more it'll bounce. But I want to try and get it to roll into something. Let's just do this and see what happens. Where is it? And it bounced over like I thought. So, this one I'm going to try and kind of go on a more flat angle and try and get it to, if it bounces once or twice, fine. But I want to try and get it to roll into the front of the pigeon. Okay, that should hit. Awesome. So that's one kind of hit, but yeah. Then go like so. Oh, can still see it bouncing down there. Don't hit handbrake until now. I'm so used to turning on the handbrake when I stop a car that I missed completely. That whenever I move the cannon, I tend to hit A for parking brake and launch the ball when I don't want to. Alright, so I know this first one bounced off last time. So let's go something like that. Just barely clipped the side of the last one. I wonder what it would be like if I set up all the cannons and then just switched through them quickly. Can I? I can just switch between them. Set them all up and then fire them as fast as I can, one after the other. I wonder what would happen. Maybe I'll try that if I fail this one. Ooh, right in the front. Perfect shot. This is what I mean. I think I mentioned this in the normal missions video, so this will probably be up before that, but either way. I like the variety of missions. Yes, it's primarily a driving game, but it's done proper. It has the best, in my opinion, some of the best physics. It bothers me how people tend to play this just for crashing stuff, but there's so much more to it than that. Like this. Like if you actually take the time to tune the cars. Oh, I gotta switch. And properly drive them, they're amazing. Like people hold races with real money rewards in this. And then there's this kind of more silly stuff like this, where you're shooting cannonballs at cars. Ooh. Would have been nice for a better camera angle on that one. I should have recorded it to replay, but I wasn't thinking. But yeah, that was fun. that last shot rate, like, perfectly bounced and hit it. That was great. And then the first one? That was awesome too. Alrighty. So, I used to hate the Canon stuff, but I actually enjoyed it that time. Alright, so the next is a knockaway. Mud barrels at the figure 8. Knock over as many barrels as you can before the time runs out. Root and go. I've asked this a few times in this, but if you're still watching at this point, should I do with the handbrake for the replay so I can line it up? Not sure if it started with it on or off, but either way. When I'm going in between missions, should I include the driving in between and like just try and fill it up with stuff? Should I just show the replay of it? Or should I just cut it out? I don't know. There would be more normal mission stuff if I cut it out. But I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me. I gotta drive their other way. Coming up behind that one van, it started slowing down. And yeah, if this car was proper with the stage 2 block and stage 2 turbo, it would spin the tires much less because it's tuned for that power, not stage 3. But with a little bit of throttle control, it's much better. I don't know why I'm slowing down, it's built to take bumps like that. Where am I even going? Oh, to the dirt track, right. Why did it bring me around this way to go to the dirt track? Oh, because it's over here. I'm thinking of the one beside the parking lot. But still, I could have probably gone a faster way. Alright, we have to use the Rally ETKI. 15 points, 20 points, 25 points, and 30. Let's go. Alrighty. Mud barrels, tracks. Knock over the barrels. Be careful though, they are filled with oil, so they are rather heavy. Try not to drive into them head on, but rather tip them over with the side of your vehicle. And then knockaway rules, so if you want to read it, you can read it, pause and read it, but I'm going to continue. Those aren't too bad. No one's stuck under the front of the car. This is when something like the Dually D series would be very nice because you could hit it with the rear fender until it falls off. Oops, I missed one, but whatever. But if you do something like this, kinda hit it sideways. Ooh. Mashing my doors, but oh. 20 points. 21, not bad. If I tried it a couple times, I could get a better score, but I plan on going through all the missions and stuff again to try and get a better score on them all. Okay, I couldn't help it. Scroll all the way down. Oh, branch, specialized. I haven't tried these ones yet. Let's go with that one. Stockyard parking, back and forth, mud barrels on the hills. Oh, that one's right there, actually, so I'm going to do it really quick. I should have stayed up there. Get to drift up it now. Here we go. Oops. I much prefer drifting in first person. For those that don't know, really quick, I'm actually going to stop my timer for this. If you go into camera, and then for your orbit, change your settings. I highly recommend it. Where is... There it is, driver. So, I have my field of view a little wider, I believe. And then change your inertia, and then angle and smoothness. And that will make it turn automatically while you're drifting and going around certain corners and stuff. Lock to horizon keeps it flat when the car rolls. And then center on release will make it automatic. When you're moving, it'll make it center on release. So if I'm just sitting here, it'll stay. But once I start moving, it automatically goes back. And then it goes to a different camera. I spend a lot of time crawling and stuff, so I don't like having that enabled. But yeah, I highly recommend playing with these settings of it. Especially the seat adjustment. I've adjusted pretty much every seat for each car, so oopsies. By the way, back to the normal stuff. Alrighty, we're on the hopper, and gotta not go over barrels that are full of oil, except for they are on the little hill things this time. That's kinda interesting. It's not like I can, you know, spin this around very easy. Slide it around. It's not too bad, it's just a crawler, not a Baja truck or anything. This is another vehicle that I don't drive much in the sense of a vanilla configuration. I'm always driving my versions of it. So I don't have a ton of experience with this version, but my favorite tune that I'm usually driving and rock crawling is quite similar to this. It's just more street friendly. It's also in my configuration pack repo. Either way, oh, I could have done so much better. Oh well, I'll go through it at some point. Again, but yeah, I'm used to driving that, and it's quite similar to the normal crawler one. It just has a bunch of tuning done to it to be better all around. Alright, so I'd really like to do that one. And, oh, there's jumps too. Interesting. I'll do the jumps after. I really want to do this one for some reason. So, oops. Gotta turn off the car. I wonder if the car stays idling while you're doing the missions. Like, I know it technically despawns it, but does it just does it despawn it completely into like a saved state kind of thing? Or does it just move it, or what? I'd like to know. I'm also going to I'll likely just cut out this drive there. It's not too far. I forgot to restart the replay, and I mentioned earlier, I don't know how nice it is or whatever, how enjoyable it is to watch in between the missions. Really? I would have just went down the highway. That's why I slowed down so much. And I feel like there is something potentially wrong with the tuning on the front of this because it seems to understeer a bit more than the normal version of it, but I don't know. I should also do a tutorial on how to bring vehicles in between career mode and normal free roam. Unpaid fines. Own or provided. Interesting. Bring them right. There we go. Definitely going to use the provided, especially since I can't change it. Traffic enabled, of course. Finish the challenge in under a minute. 30 seconds. Arrest and remain undamaged or lightly damaged. And then making them stop once. Alrighty, unpaid fines. You've tracked down a driver that is wanted for a bunch of unpaid fines. Arrest them by forcing their vehicle to a stop and keep them stuck until their time runs out. Interesting. I forget what button it is for the siren, but I'm not going to worry about that because it would probably be really annoying. Oh, if I could catch up to them just a little bit quicker, we could push them into a hole. Actually, maybe I can pit maneuver them into a pole. I would say that was a perfect pit maneuver. No. There we go. I didn't do it in under 30 seconds quite, but 30 seconds. So close. If I didn't let off the throttle at first, I would have gotten it, but I would say that was pretty much perfect. I love doing stuff like that. It's so much fun. Especially on like GTA 4, I loved chasing and being chased and stuff. Back to the map. Got a little bit more time. I thought that was going to take longer and a couple more tries than it did. Ooh, there's a bunch more of those ones now. Hide at home starts here as well. Escape to your house while a few police units chase you. So now it is the other way around. Really? The four-ways shouldn't turn off when you turn off the ignition. The ignition should not have to be set to accessories for the four-ways to work. Or the hazards, whatever you want to call them. That is a bit of an oversight that they need to fix for, you know, lower, not lower, but you know what I mean. I'd also like to know what graphic settings they use to take those pictures in the loading screens, because they look so good. Is it just like on ultra or something? Because I'm typically on normal or high, and there isn't usually much of a difference between the graphics, but whatever. Either way, head at home. Outsmart the police and arrive at your house safely and securely. You can take shortcuts and other routes if you want. Arrive at the marked destination and make sure that the police are not near there to complete this challenge. So basically, get out of sight and then hide. Which I've gotten out of sight already. So. Except, of course, it's going to spawn them in front of me. Yep. Ooh, this is working. There's only 3 police cars, but they're going to continuously respawn around. Careful. Gotta always be careful hopping curbs. They're a quick way to take out your alignment. You hit it wrong. If I just slow down and let them go, should be a hole in the fence up here that I can go through. Uh-oh. Back up, back up, back up. No! I'll just go down here. And if I quickly cut through here, I should be okay. Like, yes, of course they would have seen that and would be able to follow me through, but... Ugh! And I just... Awesome! Overtime for the second star, but... Or one of them, either way. Oh well. I've actually, awesomely, I was gonna say honestly, but awesomely have been invited to play on someone's server that does like cops and robbers and stuff, but they do it properly, where they're not trying to just outright kill them, they're trying to properly like stop them and stuff and keep it going for the fun of it. Yeah, I should go play with them soon. As soon as, anxiety gets out of the way. Tamper-proof. Arrive at the scene of a crime and stop the hopper. I have about 4 minutes left, so I'll at least give this one a go. I would have used my signal to come back onto the highway, but it's not set to my controller anymore. I set the D-pad back to differentials and drivetrain stuff, so I could just use the button on the keyboard, but I'm not worried about it. There are currently no police in career mode, it seems, so... There was at one point, I believe, but I guess they took them out again, probably because they literally hunt you down no matter what. That's another thing I like about this game, is if you are in even free roam, in the main pop-up menu, pause menu, escape menu thingy, in the wheel, click on AI, traffic, spawn with police. It'll spawn with the cops, and if you're good, they won't bother you. Like, of course, there's the glitch that I'm talking about where they'll still try and hit you time to time, not constantly, but often enough. And then if you speed or go down the wrong way or whatever, they'll chase you. Or you can spawn traffic, put yourself in a police car, and actually chase other cars and try and stop them and so on. Rant over. That was a minute or so. Tamper-proof. 3 minutes, minute 50, a minute and 20. Arrest and remain undamaged or lightly damaged. Arrest a suspect when their vehicle is heavily damaged. Interest. No traffic, route markers, and the roamer. As it slowly emerges out of the ground. Alright, tamper-proof, you've received a call about a suspicious person tampering with the oil wells. Drive to the scene and take care of the situation. Should be pretty interesting. And again, I'm not going to use the sirens, even though I forget the button, because it would just be annoying. I should practice driving police vehicles more often and doing actual, like, defensive and offensive driving and stuff. And the person I was talking about that invited me to the server actually also gave me an idea for a video. And, oops, I was not paying attention. And that I could do a video on defensive and offensive driving. I was driving just to the oil field and completely forgot about the hopper. I'm so used to having traffic and stuff on. Yeah. I'll give this a retry just because I wasn't paying full attention. Turning the ESC off. I'm going to leave it in two-wheel drive for now. So, Hopefully it goes a bit better this time. I won't completely zone out. Yeah, I think it'd be really cool to do a video based on offensive and defensive driving because it can be used a little bit on the street as well in like just normal everyday driving. Just little things to look out for, what to do in certain situations that could happen pretty much any time, let alone in a chase. And you never know when you're going to make someone angry and they're going to decide to chase you, especially with, road rage. There's nothing that I really find more funny than when someone's trying to sideswipe you and hit your brakes and they sideswipe the wall instead. Or pole. Okay, I see why the base time for this is 1 minute and 20 seconds, because it takes quite a while to catch up to them. I didn't realize that little hopper was so fast. There was a thing with racing online where you could take the hopper, make the body fall off it so it's just the frame and no one else would realize it's just the frame at that point, and because weight reduction, it's now insanely fast. But I think they fixed it. So yeah, that is going to be that for today. I would like to keep going, but I have other videos to record, and I typically try and do them all in one day, just so I have the rest of the week for other more important stuff. But either way, I'm going to drive back to the garage so I can do deliveries, because I love doing deliveries. And as always, if you have any tips or tricks or questions or anything you want me to check out, feel free to leave it in the comments below. And as always, hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.